What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Miss April K, the Empress, and I'm back at you with another video. You guys, you probably can tell that I sound a little bit under the weather, and I have been going through some ascension DNA symptoms about 3 days now. I feel just a little bit under the weather, but however, I am okay. But I do have another video for you guys. This is a really pivotal point for humanity, and I have a very important message for you guys. And I think that things will start to make sense a little bit better for you guys. So as you can, if you've been following me, following my videos and listening to the things that I've been saying, you can tell that we have been talking about the eclipse, which is tomorrow. Today is April 7th, 2024. We will be experiencing a lunar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse on April 8th, 2024. And this is a real big deal. It's a big deal. It's a real big deal, at least for me, for humanity, anybody that is ascending, all of my light workers, all of my star seeds, the chosen ones, the ones that have been chosen and they know what I'm talking about. This is a huge time for us. And if not, I'm also speaking to basically everybody in humanity, because this eclipse, this full moon lunar eclipse will affect everybody, everyone, and society. And I speak on that because we are here on Earth. I always say this is the school for yourself to learn lessons, to ascend to your higher self, okay? Or at least the most higher self that you can get to, because we always go to our higher selves in different stages and phases, okay? Just depending on the frequency that you're on, okay? And so what is going on here, you guys? I do want to make a few disclaimers, because I have had quite a few people maybe message me, and some people messaged me and they had a few questions. You know, what about sins? I had a person ask me about sins and sinning and that type of thing. I had a person ask me about with feelings and stuff like that. And I want to just kind of make a disclaimer that, first of all, with the Bible and that type of thing, the Bible is a mystery. And I get a lot of people that quote scriptures to me. I definitely believe in the Bible, believe in God. I live my life that way. But I will also tell you that it is a mystery. It's for each individual, your individual walk, to discern and use those scriptures. So, I don't care for people to come at me with a lot of scriptures, because I know scriptures. I grew up on scriptures. That is not the time that we are in right now. We are going more towards a spiritual walk, a spiritual journey, and that is a one-on-one relationship with God, the earth, and everything about you. It's about trusting God in you enough to know you can trust what you feel, what you see, what you taste, what your five senses. You can trust those. because that is the only way that the spiritual energy can deal with you. That's why we have the senses. You know, you are made with those senses to lead you to your higher self. Trust yourself, because we are all gods. That is going to tear up some nerves right there. We are all gods. And that God in you connects with the God of the earth, the universe. And it sends you signals, waves, energies that comes through what you see, what you hear, what you feel, what you taste. Now, I'm not going to talk too much on this, but if you only believe what another person tells you, then you definitely got issues, because this new wave that we are going into is going to be spiritual, and you're going to have to be led by those feelings. You're going to have to be led by those 5 senses. It's not where you can go and somebody can just tell you. Okay? But anyway, we are hours away from this eclipse, and I definitely have a word for you guys. I definitely have a word for you guys, okay? And I want to start out with saying, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have like 4 things that I want to go over with you guys. I just take notes. I didn't count it up. You know, I just jumped on here to give you this word because it is hot. It is fresh. It is a now word from the divine. Okay? It's a now word. Okay? So the first thing I want to go over with is I want to let you know that you are not for everyone. Everybody would, and you know, if you are people pleasing, that's a huge problem. You definitely got to get out of that, you know, because while you pleasing them, you are missing the mark. You are missing the mark where you anticipate hearing God saying, "Well done, my faithful servant." Because if you are listening to God and you are trying to people please, then you're definitely not reaching for your higher self. You're definitely not reaching for a higher frequency. And this is not to put anybody, this is not to put a spirit of rebellion on earth. That is not what this is. I want to make that clear. But it is to, because we all have to have order, and we all have to have people that we listen to and that type of thing. But when you listen to the higher ups, or, you know, people that you reverence, and, you know, if you go to church or if you're Christian or whoever you listen to, those words should be confirmation. Okay? But you cannot ignore what you feel. So I want to clear the air on that, because you have to be free enough. And that is the energy here, that people are just stagnant. People are living in fear, but you have to be free enough to pay attention to what you are feeling. Okay? And know that you are not for everyone. You are not for every place. And that is okay. It's almost like I feel as if people are, everybody wants one thing to be, this is the right way and this is the right way, but it is no right way. It is no right way. It is no thing to say, oh, this is, because life is changing and life is going to change. And you have to be able to be in that position to change. So you are not for everyone. You are not for everybody. You are not for every place. So you have to embrace your uniqueness. We now say you have to embrace your weirdness in order to be your highest self. Because what is for you will not be for another person. You guys know we are so unique and different. And that's the reason we should not covet. That's the reason we should not covet what another person have, what another person is doing. Because that is for them. And, we've heard that more and more, but it's not benefiting your higher self. You are cheating yourself. The time that you were born, the place you were born, all of these things play a part in your north node. Okay? Your north, and I'm talking astrology, you guys, because spirituality and spirituality and astrology goes hand in hand, because we are talking about time, synchronicities, and divine timing, like I spoke about the other day. So I am speaking on astrology, okay? And I have the privilege to know astrology. I just know things I know. I'm not a scholar at this. I just know what my God showed me. But I have the privilege to experience divine timing, windows, and cycles, this is something that I had been doing the whole time. And I had to follow that pull when it tugged on me. Okay? I had to follow that. But I have the privilege of bringing you guys some astrology, which is divine timing, with what is going on now, as well as with the Bible. I have a Christian background, but I was led to start my spiritual journey. And I just so happened to be attracted to the stars and the moon, all that stuff, which I had been. That was just who I was. I always liked that stuff. But God just brought it out of me. Okay. That may not be for everybody. But I will say that you are not for everybody. And you have to go on your own spiritual journey. Okay? You have to start on your own spiritual journey. I have to get some water, you guys. Have to get some water. And so, with that being said, you're being pulled into your north node. Okay? You're being pulled into your north node. Now, this eclipse is associated with your north node. Now, the eclipse that was back March 25th was concerning the south node. That was a south node eclipse. Okay? So this is why I say everything is lining up. The planets are lining up. And I just want to bring you guys some synchronicities to show you. Okay? So you got to realize you are unique. You are not for everyone. Last year I was on here. I was talking about being a unicorn and that type of thing. Same thing here. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace that you don't have to do what everybody do to be accepted. If that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I got to get some water, you guys. Okay? So, embrace your uniqueness. Embrace that. And it's going to take time. It's definitely going to take time. All of this is a journey. But I encourage you guys, take down notes. Take down these notes. These 4 things that I'm going over. Take them down. Think about it. Embrace your uniqueness. Go back to it as many times as you need to, okay? I'm giving you guys a roadmap. I'm giving you a roadmap here, okay? Because this energy is real. And we're hours away from it. And let's get into it. Okay? Okay. So the second thing is, you are God. You are a God. All right. Okay. So, energy, our bodies is energy. It's made up of matter and atoms and all that. It is science. Okay. Well, that is what the earth is as well. Okay. Matter, atoms, cellular organs. When you get down to your cells and organisms and your DNA, then we're talking about living, species here on Earth. But the entire Earth, Mother Earth, is made of that. Okay. And so, what do you think that is? If God ruled all that, then we are just just pinch off a piece of that energy, and here we are. We are made in His likeness. We are that energy. You are a God. You have the ability to connect with God and everything is our bodies. Scientifically, we are connected to the trees, to everything. And with this eclipse in the North Node, remember I mentioned, and just in case you didn't hear, but I mentioned during the eclipse and the equinox and stuff like that, it's like the veil is thinner and the earth is more penetrationable. So with these energies that we are getting through this eclipse, it is to change the earth, humanity, and all of that stuff. So we are getting DNA upgrades. Our bodies, we are being upgraded with DNA because we are changing. Okay? Because we are changing. The universe lives within you. The universe, let me say that one more time. The universe lives within you. So with the universe living within you, you should feel, you should taste. Okay? All right, so, okay, the third thing is activated earth. Okay? Activated earth. So the earth is being activated, you guys. Trust yourself where you're being led. Again, trust yourself to the places and things, people, places that you're being led. Okay? Trust yourself and trust God that He is not leading you in the wrong path. But you have to trust yourself first in order to put the faith into works. And trust God that He has your best interest and that He's leading you in the places and the direction that you need to go. Okay, so this is a time of the transfer of wealth. This is the time of the last shall be first and the first shall be last. This is that time, you guys. Like I said, spiritually is the direction that the world is going because of the uncertainties. And in order to be guided correctly in the right direction, you have to pay attention to the signs and the wonders. And they can be seen with the moon, the sun, the planets, the stars, the way that they are aligned. Okay? Like I said, the universe is in each and every one of us. In some way, we are all connected to each other. Okay? You are royalty. You are royalty. And the energies that are being deposited on this earthly plane through the eclipse is going to bring an awakening to begin to show you just how royal that you are, how royal your bloodline is. You're going to begin to see awakenings for what path you're supposed to be taking, who belongs in your life, who don't belong in your life, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. If you're on a dead-end job and maybe God is telling you to quit your job and become an entrepreneur. Now, I'm not saying that you're supposed to run out and just do that abruptly. That's not what I'm saying. But you can begin to start having awakenings as to how can I come off of this job? How can I, save money to start this? Or maybe you have money saved and it's time that you go ahead and make your investments. Whatever it is, the changes that are being made are for your higher good. It's for the higher good and the best for humanity. And so don't be afraid to be led by the callings and feelings and that type of thing that you're receiving. And it could be increased at this time. Maybe it's callings and feelings and things like that you've been receiving all along. But now you're really things are going to start just changing to where you have to make a decision, because it is time that we're going to see changes here on earth. And actually, this is the time that karma is going to play its way out. And that's why a lot of people are scared of ending cycles, or really, you can really feel it. You know where you are, You know where you are. And 9 times out of 10, if you're on the bad side of karma, you know that. You know that because you can feel the heat. And it's over for your ass. And I said that. And I mean that. Because I had a young lady ask me the other day, she said, "So why didn't you lie?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" She said, "Why didn't you lie?" She said, "Well, my grandmother told me that people that don't lie, they don't age." That was a hell of a compliment. But my answer to her was, I don't lie, or I didn't get caught up in the past years of lying and deceiving, because it's a heaviness that you carry. And you're always looking over your shoulder. You always thinking that somebody's out to get you, because you're lying and you're being deceitful. And that's what you're getting back in return. And it's really not worth it. So that was really deep for me. And that was my answer to her. I don't ever want to have to chase, lies down or get into a lot of things that's going to haunt me for years and years. And that stuff is hard to get over. And after a while, You really can get into a reprobate mind, and then you begin to believe the lies that you have told and that you tell others. So that hit kind of different. But, as I began to, get up here and speak my truth and speak about experiences and the things that I should be talking about with you guys, I run into a lot of people and they ask me questions like that. But that one was really different, and it did hit different. So anyway, moving forward, like I said, so those lies, because when you tell lies, it's other little attachments and little things that attach yourselves to that. And then it's kind of like the small foxes that kill the vine. It's a lot of things that attach to that. So that's why I say that. If you on the bad side of karma, you already know it, because it's already eating your ass alive. It is eating your ass alive. And so with that, at this point, with these changes, you're going to begin to see people, because this karma, it's going to start reaping. You're going to see people going through things. They're going to be going through things, and, at that point, either it's going to humble you and you're going to turn from your wicked ways and go ahead and jump on the bandwagon and start killing some of that karma that's placed in your generational bloodline. At that point, you're going to allow it to humble you, and you're going to make a change. So, and let's see what else I was going to say. But yes, so you're going to either have blessings or curses. And this is one thing that's going to be played out in front of people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have blessings or you're going to have curses. And the people that is going to be blessed, it's just going to be coming from out of nowhere. These are the supernatural blessings. Okay? So, yeah. So when you're being led by God, you have to go to that place, because that is the place where your energy is. That is your portal. Don't miss your portal. So once you get to your portal, then what? What's next? Your spiritual journey. An awakening. What is an awakening? Well, we have many, many awakenings. Something like an epiphany. Those epiphanies, those awakenings, those portals, they are moments of profound knowledge that will change your life. You will know when you have experienced a real profound awakening, because you will find yourself on your spiritual journey, but you will find yourself moments that you just want to be by yourself. You will not care to be around, or do things that you would have normally done. More than anything, you would go into like a hermit type mode where you are just by yourself, and you enjoy that. You love it. But during that time when you're by yourself, it's like these mysteries and different things, you will begin to get more profound knowledge. Okay? You are going to be interested in new ideas. You're going to be discovering new things about yourself. You will discover or rediscover a love for yourself that is unbelievable. Okay? And that love for yourself will begin to raise the vibration for humanity. Okay? It's going to get rid of and it may sound crazy, but it's going to get rid of toxic behaviors that you have. It's going to get rid of, it's just going to take you to an entirely different level. So I really, really encourage you guys to get on that self-healing path. Start discovering new things about yourself, new things that you like, and that type of thing. Okay? So be prepared for this energy shift. Be prepared for this energy shift.